Hello and welcome to Forever Rugby on Forever Sports for today's preview of the final Six Nations clash of the 2024 edition. And it does see England travel to Lyon to take on a French side, which is unchanged really from last weekend. A couple of, I think it might be a change or two on the bench, but generally, Fabien Galthié has stuck faith with his new and a very young side, especially in that back line, littered with players under sort of 22 years old, and very interested to see how they go. And I like the fact that Fabien Galthié has kind of sort of gone, well, I mean, look, it's not mathematically, it's still possible, but unlikely that they're going to win the Six Nations. As a result, he has tried to sort of look at different options, and it worked against Wales. Will it work against England? Well, we'll have to wait and see. England have also gone with a pretty similar side to last weekend after that sensational victory against Ireland. And they'll be looking to go and beat France, at the very least, get themselves second place in the Six Nations. Once again, mathematically, a loss to Ireland means that a bonus point victory for England, for example, could make them outright winners of the Six Nations, assuming Ireland don't get a point there, for example. There's lots of various different situations of different potential winners this weekend in the Six Nations. It's all kind of falls apart if Ireland win against Scotland. But should they fail to do that, then there are lots of different permutations, which should be quite exciting. Before we look at the two sides, please do smash like on the video. Please do subscribe to the channel as well. We'll start with the home side, which is France. There it is. And what a pack that is. And in the front row, it is still by Julien Marchand and Unai Antonio. We all know how powerful that front row is. Thibaut Clement, obviously back last weekend. Really good to see such a fun player to watch. And he's being backed up by Emmanuel Mierfou, made his debut last week, the absolute giant of a lock. He's got some silky skills as well. That is the modern rugby player. They are bigger than ever and yet more skillful than ever as well. France are Charles Oliver and Gregory Aldred are the loose trio. You then got Nolan Le Garrec, Thomas Ramos in that halfback pairing. Le Garrec was very good last weekend. The 21-year-old, I think, yeah, look, it's against Wales. It's difficult to sort of really, judge, given the fact that Wales are particularly poor at the moment, but he looked so ready for this level. He looked so comfortable, as of a lot of these youngsters in this French side. Their under-20s have been very strong for a while and producing a lot of good players. So speaking of youngsters, Louis Biabari, obviously they're in the number 11 jersey. Nicolas Debotere, also a youngster, looked a very, very prodigious talent there next to Gael Fiku. He looked a lot better last weekend, looked a bit more like his usual self. Damien Peña as well. We always know he's one of the most lethal finishers in world rugby. And another youngster in Leo Barra at full back. So, I mean, some of these players will be playing for France the next 10, 15 years, to be honest. Off the bench, though, it is Piotr Miavarka, Sebastian Tuafa-Fanua, and Georges Henry Kalum. Romain Tuafa-Fanua, Alexandre Rumat, as well as Paul Brunet. Competing that sort of 6-2 split. Maxime Luchu will come off the bench where he's more accustomed to playing, I suppose. Usually behind Anton Dupont this weekend, behind Le Garrec, and then Yoram Mufana as your utility back and playing the centres. Can play on the wing as well. You've got the likes of Thomas Ramos, who can go to full back, so lots of options there for France. If you look at England, obviously also being awarded for the performance last weekend, so it is an unchanged pack. It is again Jamie George, Dan Cole in the front row, Maury Toje next to George Martin, Ollie Chessum, who I was particularly impressed with last weekend. It's got Sam Underhill and Ben Earl in that loose trio. It is almost an unchanged backline. Just the one change sees Emmanuel Ferreira both drop out of the 23. Tommy Freeman shifts from the number 11 to number 14, which sees Elliot Daly included. But Alex Mitchell will continue with George Ford as the halfback pairing. Daly Freeman as your two wings. George Furbank will continue at full back. And the centres will be Ollie Lawrence and Henry Slade. Off the bench, it is Dan, Joe Marler, and Will Stewart in that front row. Ethan Roots, Alex Donbrandt, the other two forward replacements. You then got the now Centurion Danny Kerr, the youngster Marcus Smith, and then the ever-experienced, ever-powerful, and ever-present Martin Tuilagi returns to the 23 for England. He'll be looking to bring that power in that second half. Kickoff was at 10 o'clock. South Standard Time. It's 9 o'clock, or I think 8 o'clock. No, in fact, I think we're on the same sort of time now, so it's about the same time in France over there. So it's a bit of a late kickoff, as it often is in France, but it should be an absolute cracker of a game, because it's an England side brimming with confidence now. It's a French side, which is not particularly experienced, but especially in the back line, but a very good forward pack. So lots of different sort of mini battles that we will be able to get to watch tomorrow evening. Let me know what your score predictions are down in the comments below. Please do smash like on the video. Please do subscribe to the channel as well. Thank you very much for watching. My name is Steve. Chat to you soon.